Your mother never told you what really happened the day you were born. Be ready for what? My beloved child, do you know that the day you were born was not an ordinary day? The heavens opened, and the stars themselves whispered your name into eternity. Yet there is a secret your mother never told you, a hidden story written between the breaths of angels and the cries of your very first moment on earth. What really happened that day carries the power to change how you see yourself forever. Do not scroll, do not move away, because what I am about to reveal is the missing piece you have been searching for all your life. When you came into this world, light surrounded you in a way that even those present could not fully understand. Your mother felt something in her spirit that was too deep for words, too powerful to explain to anyone. She carried that truth silently, protecting it in her heart, waiting for the right time. And that time, my child, is now. The reason you are listening to this is because heaven has decided you are ready to know. The truth is, you were born with a seal of greatness upon your life. The day you took your first breath, angels stood guard over you, because your destiny was marked with abundance, with love, with miracles that no one around you could comprehend. Your mother saw signs that scared her, not because they were bad, but because they were too extraordinary. She knew that your life would not be ordinary, that you would walk through seasons no one else could survive, only to rise stronger than all who doubted you. Stay with me until the end, because this is not just a story, it is your prophecy. Someone watching this right now, you know deep inside that you have always felt different. You've always wondered why your life carried challenges heavier than others. It is because you were chosen, and what your mother felt that day was heaven's announcement over your destiny. Your mother never told you that when she held you for the first time, she felt a warmth flow through her arms, as if God Himself placed His hand over you. That warmth was not ordinary, it was the blessing of divine protection, the confirmation that no matter how much darkness would try to follow you, light would always win in your story. This is why you are still standing today. This is why you keep surviving what others thought would break you. Beloved, don't let this moment pass. Share this message so that the truth of your story awakens others who feel lost. Subscribe and stay connected, because every message that reaches you here is designed to uncover what heaven has hidden for the appointed time. And that time is here, now. Before this video ends, I want you to declare in the comments, I receive the truth about my birth. Say it with faith, because as you speak it, chains are breaking, hidden blessings are being released, and the very reason you were born is coming alive inside of you. Your mother may have kept the story, but heaven has revealed it today. You are not ordinary. You never were. And now, the world will see why you were born. My beloved child, there is something about the day you were born that has always been a mystery even to you. You felt it in quiet moments, you've sensed it when life became too heavy, as if some invisible force was shaping your path. The reason is because your entrance into this world was not a simple beginning, it was a divine announcement. What your mother never told you is that before she even saw your face, she felt a supernatural presence in the room. She may have stayed silent about it, but heaven has chosen to speak now, because you are ready to carry the weight of this truth. On that day, the air was different. The ordinary noises around faded, and your cry carried something powerful that reached beyond walls, beyond time. An unseen hand marked you, writing your name in a heavenly scroll, declaring that your life would not be like anyone else's. That is why even today you wonder why you go through struggles others can't understand. You carry a destiny too big to be explained, and the secret of your birth is the proof. Your mother may not have shared it because words were not enough. How do you explain to others that when your child is born, you feel the presence of angels? How do you tell people that as you held your newborn, you felt like you were holding a promise from God Himself? She kept quiet because the world may not have believed her, but deep down she knew you were chosen. And now heaven whispers again, you are the miracle she brought into this world. Stay with me till the end, my child, because what you are about to hear can unlock doors you have been knocking on for years. The silence of your mother was never to keep you away from the truth, it was because heaven had its own time to reveal it. That time is now. That is why you are hearing this message today, not yesterday, not tomorrow, but in this very moment. The secret of your birth is this: the day you were born, heaven assigned watchers over your life. Every setback you faced, every tear you cried, every betrayal you endured, it was all monitored by divine eyes that never left you. You are not surviving by luck, you are alive by assignment. This is why death could not claim you. This is why failure could not destroy you. Because before your first breath, heaven already declared, this one will rise. Beloved, hear me. Do not scroll away, do not let your mind wander. This is your moment. Share this video with someone you love, because the same truth that is freeing you today can free them as well. Subscribe, stay connected, because heaven is not done revealing your story. Every time you hear a message here, it is like receiving another page from the book of your destiny. Now, type in the comments, I was born with purpose. Declare it boldly, because as you do, something begins to shift in the unseen. You will feel lighter, you will feel stronger, you will feel the truth settling in your spirit, that you are not forgotten, you are not ordinary, you are the child whose birth shook both earth and heaven. My beloved child, the day you were born was not just a date on the calendar, it was a shift in the atmosphere. Something unseen moved, and even though no one spoke about it, heaven knew your arrival meant the beginning of a story that would not be hidden forever. Your mother never told you everything because she could not find the words to explain the weight of what she experienced. But today, heaven allows me to reveal the very secret she carried quietly in her heart. In that sacred moment, she felt a silence fall, as if the whole universe paused to watch. It was not just a child being born, it was destiny breaking into time. She may have told you stories about your first day, but she left out the part where her spirit trembled because she felt something greater than herself. She knew your life would not be ordinary. She knew your path would not be easy, but she also knew you were chosen for greatness far beyond what she could explain. This is why you have always felt different, why your spirit never settled for less, why deep inside you crave something greater. It is because heaven sealed you the day you entered the world. Your cry was not just a sound, it was a declaration that echoed in the unseen realms. The angels heard it. The universe responded to it. And your name was etched into eternity as one who would bring light where others only saw shadows. Beloved, listen carefully. Every hardship you have faced was not to break you but to shape you. Every betrayal, every loss, every sleepless night, they were all allowed because your destiny is too important to remain hidden. The truth of your birth had to remain a mystery until you were strong enough to carry it. And now you are ready. That is why you are here, hearing this message in this exact moment. Do not look away, do not scroll past this. The truth is unlocking right now. The same presence that surrounded your birth surrounds you even now as you hear these words. This is not coincidence, it is divine timing. Heaven is reminding you of who you truly are, because the world needs to see the version of you that your mother always believed in but never fully revealed. Stay until the end, because the secret of your beginning carries the promise of your future. Share this message so others can discover what heaven hid in their stories too. Subscribe, for more truths are coming, more revelations are waiting, and each one is meant to lift you higher into the life that was promised the day you were born. Before this ends, type boldly in the comments, "I was chosen since birth." As you declare it, something supernatural aligns in your favor. What was hidden begins to surface, what was delayed begins to accelerate, and what was lost begins to return. This is your confirmation. You were not just born, you were sent. My beloved child, do you know why your life has felt like a puzzle that never fully made sense? It is because the missing piece was always hidden in the story of your birth. The truth is, when you entered this world, you did not just arrive, you carried with you a light that unsettled the darkness. Your mother felt it, but she never had the courage to speak it aloud. She held it close, because some truths are too sacred to reveal until heaven chooses the moment. That moment is now. On that day, as she looked into your face for the first time, her eyes filled with tears, but not just from love, there was awe. She saw something shining in you, something she could not name. It was as if she was holding not just her child, but a promise that came directly from heaven. That secret remained locked in her heart, and you may have never noticed the way she looked at you sometimes with a silence she couldn't explain. That silence was her way of protecting the divine truth about you. You have always felt like you were walking through storms that others could not survive. Do you know why? Because storms were sent to someone whose birth was extraordinary. The same heavens that opened on the day you were born have never closed. That is why blessings keep finding you in unexpected ways. That is why, even when you fall, something unseen lifts you back up. You were born under divine assignment. Beloved, listen to me with your whole heart. The reason you are hearing this now is because the time has come for your mother's silence to break. Heaven itself is speaking for her. What she could not say then, I am telling you now. Your birth was not ordinary, it was a miracle. Every breath you take is proof that you are carrying a destiny too great to be ignored. This is why you cannot give up, this is why your story is far from over. Stay till the end, because your beginning has something to say about your ending. Share this video, because someone else may need to know that their story, too, carries a secret. Subscribe, because every new message will uncover another layer of who you truly are. Each word that reaches you here is like opening another page of your hidden book. And now, I ask you to write in the comments with faith, my birth was a miracle. Speak it boldly, because as you declare it, the very energy of your life begins to shift. Closed doors begin to open, hidden opportunities begin to reveal themselves, and the blessings assigned to you since the day you were born will find their way into your hands. Your mother may have kept the secret, but heaven has decided it cannot remain hidden any longer. Today, you know the truth. You were born with light, you were born with favor, you were born with destiny. And the world has not even seen the best of you yet. My beloved child, the day you were born was not witnessed only by your mother. There was another presence in your family who felt something unusual, something divine, but who also chose silence. Someone in your bloodline, maybe a grandmother, an elder, or a relative, noticed a sign that very day, a sign that you would not live an ordinary life. They carried this truth in quietness, whispering only in their heart, because they feared that if they spoke it aloud, people would not understand. Heaven has kept that memory alive, and today it is being revealed to you. On the day you were born, a visitor came into the room, not a person of flesh, but a presence of light. While your mother held you in her arms, this elder felt something shift in the air. They knew they had just witnessed the arrival of a destiny carrier. They may not have spoken it to you, but they prayed over you silently, releasing blessings that are still following you today. This is why, no matter how far you wander, goodness and mercy keep finding you. It is because someone released words over your life at the moment of your first breath. Beloved, can you see now why your life feels different? Can you feel why doors open for you even after setbacks? The truth is, your birth was not hidden from heaven. The angels recorded it, your name was sealed, and your path was chosen. You are not here by chance, you are here by divine arrangement. That is why even your pain has a purpose, because from the very beginning your story was designed to carry weight beyond your imagination. Stay with me until the end, because every sentence spoken here is uncovering the truth that was hidden for so long. Do not scroll, for heaven is speaking directly to you. This message has found you for a reason, and if you are hearing this now, it means your time for awakening has come. Share this video, because someone you love might also be living in the shadow of a hidden truth they deserve to know. Subscribe, because each message here is like a key unlocking another layer of your destiny. The more you receive, the stronger you will walk in the light of who you are. And before this ends, I want you to write boldly in the comments, I was born for greatness. Say it with faith, because as you declare it, you are stepping into the reality of what heaven already knew. The blessings that were whispered over your life the day you were born will now rise to the surface. Miracles that were delayed will begin to appear, and you will finally see the evidence of the extraordinary story that began the day you took your first breath. Your mother carried one part of the secret, and your family carried another. But now heaven has gathered them together and placed them in your hands. Walk boldly, for you were not simply born, you were sent. My beloved child, the truth of your birth goes deeper than your mother's silence or your family's hidden prayers. On the very day you were born, something greater took place in the unseen realm. A book was opened in heaven, the book of destiny, and on its shining pages your name was written in letters of light. This was no ordinary writing, it was an inscription that carried promises, blessings, and assignments designed only for you. From that very moment, your life became more than existence, it became a divine mission. Your mother may not have told you, your family may not have explained it, but heaven itself recorded it. Every moment you live, every breath you take, is connected to what was written in that book on the day you entered the world. This is why, even when people tried to push you aside, life kept making space for you. This is why, when doors closed, another door appeared. It is because heaven's record about you cannot be erased by human hands. Beloved, listen closely. You are not just someone living day to day. You are a living prophecy. The struggles you faced were never signs of failure, they were signs that something powerful had been written about you long before you could speak. Even now, the reason you are hearing this message is because the time has come for the words written in that book to rise and manifest in your life. Heaven is reminding you that nothing about you is ordinary. Stay till the very end, because every word here is unlocking what was sealed for years. Do not scroll. Do not look away. This is not coincidence, it is alignment. The same heaven that opened to welcome your first cry is opening again right now to remind you of your divine story. Share this message, because someone you know may also be walking blind to their own destiny. Subscribe and remain connected, because each message will reveal another hidden line from the book written about your life. The more you hear, the more you awaken to who you truly are. Now, I ask you to type in the comments with faith, "My destiny is written in heaven." Declare it boldly, because as you do, the unseen aligns in your favor. The promises locked in that book will begin to move toward you. Miracles that seem delayed will find their way into your hands. What was written cannot be erased, and what was sealed cannot be stolen. My child, your mother carried the secret, your family carried the sign, but heaven carried the final word. And today, heaven has decided to release it to you. You are not forgotten, you are not overlooked, you are the one whose name has been glowing on heaven's pages since the day you were born. My beloved child, the story of your birth does not end with the book of destiny being opened. On that same day, heaven formed an agreement, an angelic covenant, specifically for you. A covenant is not just a promise, it is a binding declaration written by God Himself and sealed by His angels. The moment you cried for the first time, a sound was heard not only in the room where you were born but in the heavenly courts. That sound triggered the release of a covenant that angels have been protecting ever since. Your mother may have felt the weight of this covenant without fully understanding it. She may have noticed unusual peace surrounding you, or moments when you were spared from harm as a child. Those were not accidents. They were signs that your life was covered by this divine agreement. The covenant said, no matter where you go, no matter what storms try to rise against you, you will always find a way forward. You were never meant to walk unprotected, you were meant to walk guarded by heaven's strongest warriors. Beloved, hear me carefully. This covenant is why you are still standing.
This covenant is why you keep rising after every fall. Others may not understand how you survive battles that could have destroyed anyone else, but the truth is, angels have been fulfilling their assignment to you since your very first day on earth. They do not sleep, they do not leave, they do not forget. They were sealed to your destiny the day you were born, and they remain by your side even now as you hear these words. Stay with me until the end, because the covenant is not just about protection, it is also about release. The blessings, opportunities, and breakthroughs you've been waiting for are connected to this very covenant. And when heaven decides the time is right, no power on earth can stop what is written from unfolding. This is that moment. That is why you are here, listening now. Share this video so that others may also discover the covenant protecting their lives. Subscribe and stay connected, because each message is another reminder that your life is not random, it is designed. Heaven is slowly unveiling to you the fullness of what was agreed upon the day you were born. Before this ends, write boldly in the comments, "I am living under a heavenly covenant." As you declare it, angels will strengthen their guard around you. Doors that were stuck will begin to move. Promises that seemed far away will draw closer. And you will realize you were never walking alone, your covenant has always carried you. My beloved child, your birth was not just an event. It was the beginning of a covenant sealed by heaven and guarded by angels. That covenant is still alive, and today, it is awakening in your life stronger than ever. My beloved child, the covenant that was sealed on the day you were born did not only protect you, it also carried with it a hidden inheritance. This inheritance is not just material, it is spiritual, emotional, and generational. It is the treasure of blessings that heaven set aside for you long before you could even imagine them. On that sacred day, when your first cry reached the heavens, a vault in the Spirit was marked with your name. Inside it were gifts, opportunities, connections, and miracles reserved only for you. Your mother never told you this, not because she wanted to hide it, but because heaven had not given her permission to speak. The silence was part of the plan. Sometimes, the greatest blessings must remain hidden until the right season arrives. And now, beloved, you have reached that season. This is why these words have found you today. This is why your spirit feels stirred as you listen. The inheritance written into your life is beginning to unlock. Beloved, think back to moments in your life when you felt like something more was waiting for you, something just beyond your reach. That tug you felt was the pull of your hidden inheritance. Every disappointment you endured was not to rob you, but to position you closer to what has always belonged to you. Even when people turned against you, they were unknowingly pushing you into alignment with this treasure. Stay with me until the end, because the inheritance is not about what you lost, it is about what you are about to gain. It is about the doors you never expected to open, the relationships you never thought you'd find, the opportunities that will surprise you. And more than that, it is about the peace, joy, and restoration that will fill your soul once you step fully into what was assigned to you the day you were born. Share this message, because there are others walking with an unopened inheritance who need to be reminded that their time is also coming. Subscribe and remain connected, because every new word spoken here is like a key unlocking another layer of your treasure. The vault with your name is not empty, it is overflowing. And now, I want you to declare with boldness in the comments, "My hidden inheritance is being released." Speak it with faith, because as you do, the unseen realm responds. Angels begin to move. Locked blessings begin to shift. What was delayed is delivered. What was hidden is revealed. What was yours from the beginning is finally coming into your hands. My beloved child, your birth did not just bring you into the world, it also unlocked a vault in heaven. That vault has waited for this very season, and now heaven says, it is time for your inheritance to be revealed. My beloved child, the inheritance sealed on the day you were born is not just for you. Heaven never thinks small. When your name was written in the book of destiny, a chain of blessings was also attached to your bloodline. This means that the moment you arrived, a legacy began. What was placed inside of you was not only meant to transform your own life but to overflow into the lives of those who will come after you. Your mother may not have told you the full truth because she did not see the entire picture. But heaven did. Heaven saw generations rising from your name. Heaven saw children, grandchildren, and descendants walking in light because of the covenant made on the day of your birth. Every blessing released over you carries the power to travel through time, touching those who will come after you. This is why your journey has been heavy at times. You are not only carrying your own destiny, you are carrying the destiny of many. Beloved, listen closely. The battles you fought were never just about you. They were about breaking chains that ran through your family for years, so that your children and their children would not have to fight the same battles again. You are the turning point. The inheritance that was hidden is not only rising to bless you, it is rising to bless everyone connected to your name. Heaven has chosen you as the vessel through which this legacy will flow. Stay with me until the end, because this is not an ordinary message. This is heaven's reminder that your story is not just about survival, it is about establishment. You were born to be the foundation stone upon which others will stand taller, stronger, freer. The sacrifices you've made, the pain you've endured, it is all birthing a future where your descendants will walk in the light of your victories. Share this message, because someone else may be the foundation for their own family's future. Subscribe and stay connected, because each word released here is watering the seeds of your legacy, seeds that will blossom in ways you cannot yet imagine. Before this ends, I want you to type with faith in the comments, "My legacy begins with me." Declare it boldly, because as you do, heaven confirms it. Generational curses begin to break. Generational blessings begin to flow. A new chapter opens, not just for you, but for all who will come after you. My beloved child, your birth was the beginning of a story that stretches far beyond your lifetime. You are the root of a tree that will bear fruit for generations. And today, heaven reminds you, the legacy of your name is unstoppable.